Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a new episode of Legends of Runeterra. What's up guys? I've been laddering, and I've been having fun, and I've been doing all sorts of crazy stuff, and today as part of the daily deck of the day, because here on the channel we are showcasing a different deck each day. Here we're gonna try something that has been toxic on the ladder, and there have been discussions, and people are complaining, mostly because of one damn card, and it's the Boom Kuruki, because of his 4 HP, should be nerfed to 3 HP, making it more removable, because it can last for several turns, dealing a surprisingly high amount of damage with his Undermine. If you have like one or two of these on the board, they're pretty nasty to deal with, and for a 2 cost they can actually trade really well early in the game, and they can deal damage if they are protected by the transfusion. You can use transfusion with the Crimson Disciple to deal some extra damage and protect what's important. So this is burn for me. This is the ultimate burn aggro deck. We've started the series, I think, not the first, maybe I think the second or third video was an aggro deck, a Noxus and Plutova and Zaun. But this is the final form of what I think is the most amazing aggro deck ever built. Now, it'll probably get nerfed soon, but for now, it's safe to play it and to push for that ladder if you want to. Be mindful, it only runs a single champion. Well, 3 copies of it, but nonetheless, one single champion, which is Draven. Actually, here we have just 2 copies. I think I removed one of them because I wanted to have another Noxian Fervor. But you can run it with 3 Dravens. It's also good nonetheless. Let's get quickly throughout the deck. We've got Legion Rearguard, Legion Saboteur, Precious Pet. Those key 1 costs that you really want to find in the early stages of the game. Oh, there's a little battery. You want to find one of these in the first round, and you also would like to start first. If you start first, you got the match won, I think, by 80%. That's in your pocket. Of course, if you don't run into a heavy Shadow Isle control with a lot of the drains and a lot of the deal 1 damage to all creatures and all that, which is kind of nasty. But the Legion Rearguard actually can survive that with a 3-2. The Legion Saboteur is a bit flimsy, and also the Precious Pet, but they're good nonetheless for that first attack turn. Following up next with Boom Kuruki, Crimson Disciple, Imperial's Demolitionist, which work very well in tandem. 1 deals damage, 1 takes damage. Legion Grenadier, deal 2 damage to the enemy Nexus. This is highly effective. Usually it is ignored by the enemy just because of that 2 damage, so you get to deal 3 damage instead. I don't get it why people avoid it. You should always get him on the spot right at. Mystic Shot, Transfusion. This is a really important card. You might run 3 of these. You can also cut 1 more Draven and just run 1 of them and have 3 transfusions. But I think 2 are enough. You can find them in your deck pretty easily. And they work very well with either making Boom Kuruki survive or with Crimson Disciple. So yeah, that's pretty much it about Transfusion. Draven, this is your discard card generator. Those spinning axes basically just serve as either extra damage or discard GicaForta before they get excited to play. Discard 1, deal 3 to anything, and you can either go for lethal. Anything means you can also hit up the enemy Nexus. So yay for anything. Noxian Fervor, deal 3 to an ally unit to deal 3 to anything. Again, this can be used with something that's gonna be blocked and will die anyway, and you just want to hit more face, that is. Use Cask Salesman. You could run just 1 copy of this and have 1 extra Draven and 1 extra Transfusion, but I think it's very good at defending if you're playing a mirror match. Also, if you go into mid-range and your opponent starts piling up on stuff and you're about to get lethaled out, then used Cask Salesman summoned on the defending turn can save you 1 more turn in order to draw like a Get Excited or a Noxian Fervor, or maybe why not Decimate, so you can end the game afterwards. What it does, summons 2 Caustic Casks, which are ephemeral, with Last Breath, deal 1 to each Nexus. And of course, the last card in the deck, 3 copies of Decimate, deal 4 to the enemy Nexus. We are not running any Dariuses, not running any Jinxes. This deck is so simple, yet so effective and deadly. And we've already reached rank 4 gold. Yay for me. We're gonna try to climb some more, why not? And just try to increase that weekly chest that's about to get open in, I think, in 1 day. Yeah, 1 or 2 days, something like that. So this is the deck. Synergies are there. Face is there. Burn for me, baby. Let's hop on ladder and have some fun. And while we're waiting for us to get matched up, please remember to like and subscribe if you like what you see here. Also, there's a join button, which you can become a member of this channel and help support me, and also you'll have some certain benefits. Be sure to check that out. Right, we have just 2 on drops, and I think... Oh, we are starting first. Just noticed that. We're fighting against a Demacian only. That's monochrome, and I believe it's the mid-range barrier Demacian. The Bannerman. Okay. This must be just my luck. No enemy summonings. We're just pushing damage like crazy. Still waiting for something to happen. Nothing yet. Guess my opponent just had a really very bad draw. Okay, starting off exactly with that 4-4. Do we want to deal with it? Probably not. But we do actually want to deal with it, so we'll get the Grenadier out. That's just for defensive purposes. We're gonna use it probably just to... single combat. Something I was expecting at a given point in the game. And considering my opponent just passed all the starting 3 rounds, can still defend, and because of the combat, that Badger Bet is sitting at 4-3, excellent to remove when defending with the Grenadier. I want to deal some damage. We're gonna use Transmutation here. Let's see now. How do we fit all these in? We're gonna deal damage to Rearguard. Buff up that Crimson Disciple, and surprise, 4/5 Badger Bear dies. And you get 2 damage to your Nexus. JK breaky. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah, no, this deck is absolutely outstanding in terms of face hugging. Okay, that got removed. We still have 2 creatures to deal damage with. Nonetheless, it's just 5 damage, but we've got... yeah, never mind. We're just gonna push the damage and then use the shot to get rid of that 2 HP. There goes Fiora. A little too late, I'm afraid. And it's game over. And if it's not game over, single combat again. Regardless, 2 damage. Yeah. There's nothing more. There's nothing much to say about this deck, except that it rocks solidly. Okay, we're progressing. Yeah, I managed to finish up that weekly chest thingy. Yeah, I wonder how far can I get that weekly chest? I think you can just get now as like +1s, +2s, +3, but I don't know exactly what that stands for. Maybe I've seen that for the diamond everything. I get 1 golden. 1 hero wildcard. Do I get more for the next pluses? I don't know. So I'm gonna try. Well, nice. Fighting against Demacia and Ionia. Only managed to deal 1 damage. Okay, let's get the Grenadier out. Just to undermine my opponent's ability to attack, which didn't happen at all. I'm getting ready my squad of suicide bombers. Yeah, incoming. Watch out. So that's 5 damage. Right in the button. Oh, single combat. Yeah, it's Demacia again. Single combat is the new fashion here. Well, I still managed to push for 2 damage. Let's get the cask ready. We'll just use the casks 1 by 1. Sorry, mate. Not going through today.
No refunds.
Yep, no refunds. Okay, we're just going to deal 2 damage. Hard to block considering my opponent was out of mana. And 1 more damage from the other cask, and we're attacking. Let's try and get some damage output out there. Most likely it'll get targeted up by our opponent's defender. And it will die. We have no transfusion. But if that happens, we're still going to be pushing 3 damage. Wow, that's a big one. 5/4 Challenger. Okay, things are about to get nasty in the upcoming turns. Because that one will just pick my cards 1 by 1. Finish them off. It's got like 4 HP. Let's deal 1 and get some damage out there. Now, I could just target the Boom Kuruki, but I'm not. Even though the Boom Kuruki is gonna get picked off immediately after I set up my attack, it doesn't really matter because all the cards that I attack with will just... actually, just two of them. The Boom Kuruki is just gonna get picked off immediately. Yep, there it is. Curious to see if he'll block with the other one as well. I guess not. That means 8 damage down the drain. Not down the drain, down the hatch. Yes. You open up the hatch and you drop a grenade into the tank. That's the that's how they used to do it. Opponent will be left with just 4 Nexus HP. So that is my objective for next turn, which I can easily achieve. We've got another Used Cask Salesman and a Demolitionist in hand, meaning exactly 4 damage. Well, what do you know? Oh, and by the way, we still have one happily and alive Grenadier. We could actually just end the game right now. Waiting for my opponent's move. If I play the Demolitionist on the Grenadier, and that's 2 damage plus 2 damage, that's 4 damage, it's game over. Should be game over. Yep. Well, unless my opponent decides to destroy the Grenadier first, that means that the skill will just get... Oh, single combat. Well, regardless, I could use the Get Excited, but my opponent could have like a deny. So I'm just going to use the Used Cask Salesman and keep the Get Excited for next turn. Yeah, it's a good game. Fast game. Yeah, so this is the power of the burn for me. Feel free to try it. And a very, very, very big shout out to my channel supporters, Tom and Ruin Card. Thank you guys. Helps a lot. Appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.